Welcome back to Rugby Tonight. Lewis Ludlam is our very special guest. He's going to be put through his paces now. In fact, he's not. He's going to put others through their paces alongside Lawrence Dallaglio and the good folk here of St Mary's University as they show what you do when you get that big old pill in your hand. It's big in the game now, making yards after you have made contact. Gentlemen, over to you.
Thank you, Baves. Lewis, we know that the DNA for you is your engine, and your work rate, but obviously as a back row forward, you're expected to carry enormously. And we were saying that you get measured on everything these days, the amount of metres you make before contact, during contact and afterwards. We're going to focus today, maybe show the viewers at home, what's going through your mind in terms of making metres as you make that contact. But let's just have a look. We found a little try that you scored, I think, last season against Bristol Bears. As we put your stats up there on the screen, just give us an idea of what's going through your mind in terms of that decision making.
I'm basically at the moment I'm trying to ID where defences are coming from. So as you can see there, I can see their shoulders going across the pitch. So that's a great opportunity for me to cut back in off my right, try and keep the ball away from where the heat's coming, and just keep my legs going. That body height fight up and down. So
we've got this in super slow motion, which I always think looks even better. But really, the three things you're focused on. Ball position, where you're carrying it, are your two hands, one hand, your body height during contact, and then your leg drive as well.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm trying to keep changing the picture, so as soon as I'm in contact, I'm trying to create as much space as possible, whether that's down, up, left, right, trying to create space that I can run and put my head through.
Let's just give our viewers at home a couple of scenarios. We've got the wonderful students from St Mary's University. It is Freshers' Week, so go easy on them, because they're probably doing well to be standing up. But we've got our two defenders here, so if we recreate the one against Bristol Bears, you've obviously... Is it about having the ball in your hands as early as possible and trying to just look at the body position of the defenders?
Yeah, as soon as I know I'm going to carry it, I'm trying to think about where their shoulders are heading. If they're heading behind me, I know I can try and make a dart for the line if I think I make it. Usually not. So I'm trying to think about where the space is. So my first thing is get off my right foot, try and keep that ball away from contact as much as possible, try and find a weak shoulder. As soon as I've locked up, I want to try and create space as much as possible between him and the ball. If he comes again, I've got two men on me. I want to fight down, up, left, right, however I can create space to run into and put my head through, the better.
And presumably against Leicester Tigers yesterday, you were able to get beyond contact, keep the leg drive, and then offload and set up a try.
Even better if I can get my hands free. If I can create space and get my hands free with an offload, then perfect.
Yeah, OK. And then one of the big scenarios for most back row forwards and forward is when you're facing a wall of defenders. So if we get a 9 out here, if we can get a couple more defenders, because, I guess there's other forwards, normally the front row, they're dispensable, we can lose them, so they take the first carry. But, what's going through in terms of trying to make those extra metres when you've got a really, really aggressive defensive line?
I think that a lot of my work is done before the ball, so I'm trying to catch the ball as early as possible to give myself as much time.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and ID where I'm running, so I'm going to pinpoint here, hold the ball in two hands, and if I can take heat away from me by showing the ball and trying to get one-on-one, then perfect. If she bites in on me, it's a tip, the next man's through the hole.
So by offering the ball, you're basically trying to divert the eye line of a potential defender into there.
That's it. It's all about one-on-ones. If I can get a one-on-one here, if I've got two men on me, I can push one away so I get one-on-one there, or I can try and create space with a handoff, try and get one-on-one. It's all about trying to get one-on-ones.
And what do you do in terms of, when we saw you scoring that try, you've obviously, imagine you've made contact here, you've held on to the ball. Is it just about keeping the leg drive going and getting your body height right?
Yeah, well, you get the likes of Tom Curry who want to pull you down, or you get big boys who want to smash you backwards. So I'm trying to change the picture as much as possible. So when I've got two people on me, I'm trying to fight down to break contact, up to get away. Yeah. If I can get people off me, off my top of my half, I know I can create space to get through.
Well, listen, there's one of the very best in the business. So it's about the ball position, it's about that leg drive through contact, and about trying to keep the ball alive as well. There you have it.